Very good.
From issuance of bursaries to needy learners across the country, to construction and upgrade of administrative and security infrastructure, the National Government Constituencies Development Fund (NG-CDF) has for over 2 decades been a critical pulse in the heartbeat of national development and citizen empowerment, and in the quest to enhance the fund's impact on the lives of the citizens and communities across the country. The National Assembly Select Committee on NG-CDF has been undertaking consultative forums with the NG-CDF board, as well as the constituency office managers and constituency fund account managers on regional basis to find solutions to emergent challenges in the management of the critical kitty and timely rollout of projects. The latest being one with the Lower Eastern teams drawn from Kitui, Makueni and Machakos counties after a similar engagement with the teams from the coast.
The NG-CDF has been a transformative force in our constituencies, and today we come together to address how we can further strengthen its role in development. I'm sure that statement alone tells you that you are at the center of development in this country.
I don't want us to blow our own trumpet, but I do believe that NG-CDF is one of the best managed funds in our country at a very minimal cost. But the desire to improve performance and the desire to improve interaction between the board, the management, our field staff, and most importantly, members of NASC. We have started interaction very actively between all of us.
During the meeting, the constituency fund account managers, through the regional coordinator from the 3 Lower Eastern counties, took stock of projects undertaken through the fund and acknowledged challenges encountered so far with proposals for solutions.
The region has continued to implement the project on junior secondary schools. The initial funding, we were able to implement the NG-CDF funded junior secondary schools, and in our last disbursements, the board gave a direction that all the committees should be able to implement the Ministry of Education. So that was being addressed.
Going forward, even as we amend the law and everything, can we try to have, because that is why we are having all these challenges, a seamless way. Tukisema issuance of bursary inakuwa sort of similar, hata kama hazifanani sana, but if we agree we are going digital, let nearly all our constituencies do the same thing, similar, so that people wasione kwa nini kwa mheshimiwa Kisairo inaenda mzuri, jirani inaenda sijui na mashaka gani.
If we are going to build the ICT hubs, but the ministry is not in a position to equip and connect the same, are we achieving the goal? So it should be a commitment from the ICT ministry to the board, and they give a timeline.
What the ICT ministry needs to be informed is that if they are telling us to build 290 ICT hubs in this financial year, I am sure they will not be able to supply 100 computers in every constituency and be able to connect the internet. So if they can go just say at least 100, let 100 be connected per financial year, then that is achievable.
You know, the initial plan from even from the Kibaki regime, where we introduced the fiber optic and Vision 2030, was to bring it through the undersea cable and then do the underground cables across the country. That one has been realized that is very, very expensive and it will take very long to achieve. So the program now is for the ICT authority to work with the Kenya Power company, so that we use the infrastructure of Kenya Power And the video you've already seen, within the poles of Kenya Power, is another cable there now, which is so there's a Kenya Power extends the power lines, last mile, and other programs. Also, what we also doing with the railway, that infrastructure is also used to be able to extend the fiber optic.
The plenary session also gave the chance for free exchange of ideas on resolution of emergent challenges.
The other day we were doing the public participation like that day a week ago. But the electric fence for human conflict. We were asked about water, but everything was there. But the irony of it is that people don't know what are the real mandates of the NG-CDF.
What then do you do? What's your role as a regional body in attempting to address some of the challenges that are emerging from the individual constituencies? We are striving to ensure that we all work together, so that where there are conflicts, we resolve them amicably and quickly. Some of the issues that arose during those cluster meetings that we had with our field officers involve administrative changes that were done by the management under the CEO. Some would involve policy decisions from the board, and some need legislative intervention by Parliament through NASA.
But if you do not do projects, how does the money reach the villages? Through labor, through the purchase of goods from the hardware, building of classes, which is a key thing now. I think you have seen also in your constituencies that the ministry have given about 30 classes per constituency, and they are doing it themselves. Now, why should we be delayed, and yet we have given you the money for the matching fund between the Ministry of Education and NG-CDF?